Okay, let's continue. So let me introduce the MSA program here, more detail. So these are the topics we will talk about for today. So MSA program is the entire online program since 2004. So you are the 17th cohort, starting from 2020. And the requirement for this program is bachelor degree in computer science or related degree or equivalent work experience in software industry. So in average, we have had 60 students in each cohort. In this year, we have a little bit increase. So we have almost 80 students now. And you will complete 30 units, which are 10 courses. So you will take 2 courses per semester. So it will take 22 months, which are the 4 semesters, including plus 1 summer session. So this is our achievement. So you can see the recognition in many places. So US News and World Report is a kind of a major league survey organization. So there we ranked 29th among 9,100 schools. But actually, if we carefully look at that, we are third in California, and we are the first actually among non-PhD granting universities. And in many other ranking organizations published us as a rank first or seventh like this. So you can easily Google this. You can search easily in Google. So you're in the good program. Congratulations. So these are MSc program contents. We emphasize on 4 P's, which are the most important components in software engineering. So 4P means people, process, project, and the product. So in each area, we have courses to cover. So for people, we emphasize communications, collaborative teams work, and integrity and responsibilities, and the professional ethics. So we have courses to support all these goals. In the process area, we cover agile processes, Scrum and XP, and de facto standard models like a CMMI model and the assessment model like Scampi. In different years, we also cover international standard, ISO standards for the software life cycle model and the software assessment model. And we will cover process assessment and improvement. So you will immediately learn this from the first semester. And the project area, we have courses for project management and the measurement and standard. In the product area, we have courses for requirement analysis, design, and architecture, and the verification and validation and maintenance. So pretty much we have covered almost all areas importantly needed in software engineering. So these are all the real courses in those areas. So we have 10 courses like this. So each course is 3 units. So totally you will complete 30 units. So MSc program usually takes 22 months, 2 courses per semester. So that's our recommendations. So you will spend the 4 semesters plus 1 summer session. So these are all the course schedules. So if you click this, you can see our course schedule. So it is shown in this program here, like this. So it shows all courses. And they list also textbooks as well. So you can prepare for the courses using those textbooks already posted here. And these are the schedule by semester. So you will build your study plan in this way. And MS Prem user tools, online tools, like this. So first of all, you can access information for the cassette Proton, like this. Actually, the background you can see on my back is a campus. So since this is online program, you do not have a chance to visit campus physically, but you can feel how it looks like. So if you click this CSU portal, it looks like this. So you can get many useful informations through this yes, CSUF portal, the portal. And for the courses, you will use titanium tool. So if you click this my.flute.edu, you can see website like this. So it is explained in the next slide here. So mostly you will use emails here. So check your emails, university emails. Very important to check this every day. And we have in the transition time from titanium to the canvas tool. So next fall we will use all courses we will use canvas. For this year, for this course, we still use titanium for this year. So you can find out titanium from here. So whenever you go to the my.fluton.edu website, you may see web page like this. Sometimes you may not see this left pane. In that case, click here, 3 bars here. Can you see that? 3 bar. So click this one, and then you can find out the left pane menu here. Okay. So from there, you can click your titanium. Your view can be slightly different from my view because this is a faculty view, but it will be very similar. So you can find out the titanium. This is very important to visit immediately. After this orientation, I wish all of you visit this titanium and check your courses. I will introduce more details for using titanium through my course later. And the help desk, you can get help from this help desk 24 hours, 7 days per week. Of course, you may not get the answer immediately, but they will recognize your question and they will handle. And as soon as possible, they will respond to you. So you can use a phone, or you can use a web page, you can use email. So I usually use email, and they usually respond very quickly within 24 hours. And also you can walk in to the Student Genius Center, which is in the middle of the campus. It is located in the product library north, but currently it is not available due to this pandemic. So you can email instead. So send email to here. And also you have a chance to have online chatting with the help desk. So if you go to this web page, you can find it. So for the all the technical questions, you don't have any problem with your internet, home internet or office internet, but system doesn't work, then probably it is a problem of campus. So you can contact help desk to ask. For the courses, each courses, you will contact to the faculty, each faculty. For the technical problem, like a titanium, you will ask help desk. So these are examples. If you have a problem, like you cannot access portal, and then please contact the help desk. If you cannot access titanium or canvas, which you will use later, and then ask help desk. If you have a problem, you enrolled formally, but you cannot access class yet. A system usually takes 1-2 days after your formal enrollment. But if you are urgent, you can send email to ask to allow you access the course. Faculty can allow you access course, but faculty cannot formally enroll you. You have to go through this formal enrollment always. And you can access course, but you cannot access some contents. But you find you don't have any problem in your system, then you can contact the institute. So depending on different types of problems or issues you will need, you can ask help from different people like this. Okay, so these are rules you will keep for the online course. Read and respond to faculty and staff email always. That is very important. So please check university email every day. And importantly, ask help if you run into problems before it. Okay? So do not simply disappear. That is the worst thing. So you should contact to the instructor always. Whenever you have any issue, problem, ask help to the instructor in advance as soon as possible. And GPA, you must maintain average GPA 3.0. You are already aware of this kind of things in your undergraduate program. But in the graduate program, you must maintain 3.0 GPA out of 4.0. So which is a B grade. So if you have a C grade in any class, you must have A grade in another class to maintain average GPA 3.0. So it is very important to read all the graded regulations set by Office of Graded Studies. So you can find this from the university catalog. So you can go to the university portal and search university catalog, then it will show your catalog. Next slide talks about online learning experience. Online learning is very different from your classroom learning. Some of you might have some experience for online courses, but most of you do not have. So it is very important to read. If you don't read, it's hard to communicate. And so you must read and you must respond to us. So there are some advantages and the disadvantages of online learning. So these are advantages of online learning. You can study anywhere, anytime. So almost all of you are full-time workers. So it's hard to come to the campus for study. So through this online program, you can study anytime, anywhere. So it is a asynchronous learning, and it uses asynchronous communication. So you send email whenever you have a question, anytime. Just leave an email to the instructor, then instructor will respond to you immediately. We are all good teams. We usually respond within 24 hours all the time. Otherwise, probably your email is missing, so probably you will ask later. Otherwise, always we respond quickly. So it is a self-paced learning. We post all the online materials. So you have to study by yourself by setting a certain time. We strongly recommend you set up regular time to study. If you don't set up a regular time, which means if you don't have a plan, you cannot know where you are. So this is like a software project. If you don't build a plan and you do the project, and then you never know how much you have done. So I strongly recommend you set up regular time, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, evening, 7 to 9 p.m., something like that. So you set up time always. So if you miss one, and then you should think, oh, I missed this much, and I need to make up. You have to know this, how much you proceed. And online program does not require commuting. This is very good, actually. We have a lot of parking problem. So sometimes it takes 30 minutes, 1 hour to park. So we don't have any this kind of problem with online program, which is very good. And these are disadvantages of online learning. We don't have a close oral communication. Most of communication is done through emails. So we don't have any face-to-face meeting. So sometimes it's very hard to understand each other. So we don't have a regular meeting. We don't have no formal classroom setting. No immediate response. You like to know immediately something to understand, but sometimes you cannot get it immediately. So you may feel some kind of stress in that case. That is a disadvantage of online learning. So you should be accustomed to this kind of situation. But you'll be fine as long as you follow all the schedule posted for each week on Titanium. You'll be fine. You will make it eventually. So in the beginning, some students suspect, oh, I can do this study, but you will do. From our successful history, almost all students successfully complete the program. So trust each other and do your best. Do your best means do the given work given for every week on time, regularly, and then you will succeed. Okay, these are tips for online learning. Please read all online materials. Sometimes it's too much to read. I understand. I took online courses as well. So if it is lengthy, it's very hard to read everything. I understand that. But you must read this to understand requirements correctly, properly, and then you can respond properly. If you don't know the customer's requirements correctly, you cannot provide a good product. And the same thing happening in this study. You should understand requirements for each course, and you should respond properly. So the important thing is perform everything on time. On time. Don't delay. If you start delaying, it will be trouble. So plan in advance. Okay, have a plan for study for each course. And with your team members, many homework assignments require teamwork. So build your own schedule and the team schedule, and follow this schedule. So build a doable schedule and follow it on time. And set aside the time, fix the time, fix the date for study, like 3 hours for a certain day, depending on your situations, your own situation, and depending on your team's environment, you can set up this. So study regularly. Study regularly. If you miss it, make up as soon as possible. That's very important. If you delay, later, it will be snowball, big snowball. It's hard to resolve everything. It's big problem. And so I recommend you do it a little bit every day. And you can complete earlier. Earlier submission is always fine. Okay? And importantly, uh, ask questions before it. So when you read certain requirements, the homework outline or syllabus, you make questions immediately whenever you don't understand a certain line, certain page, and try to understand it. And then share this information with your team members. Share your understanding. I understood in this way. How about you? And then your team members may understand differently, the same thing differently. So you can get better idea if you discuss with team members. Of course, during the exam time, you should not communicate. Exam should be done independently. But for all others, we recommend you collaborate, communicate with your team members. Group study is usually very good to understand subject from many different people. So communicate with your instructor as soon as possible. You need help. Okay, next one is you have to read distance learning requirements. I believe you received this email for distance learning requirements. Would you please read now and sign and submit it? Is there anyone who cannot find the distance learning requirements in email? You have to check your university email always. From now, you must check university email. We will not communicate with you using your personal email. We will communicate with you always using university email. So please find distance learning requirements in email
I just wanted to say that I also just added the link to the chat, so you can find it there too.
Oh, okay. You added it
Yep.
to the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So the students, any students who cannot find out the email, then you can use this link in the chat.